You guys get back into phalanxes. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to kill too many of these guys. It's a shame, really. These guys should head back for support. And I'll ignore the rest of these guys. They're lucky enough to be alive now. You guys head back. Have my cavalry do what they can. Just get a zoom in at the improved graphical quality of grasses and stuff. And what I believe are actually better sprites for the units. Oh, it's really great. Man. No. Alright. There's a lot of these guys, they're all exhausted and stuff. I'm gonna ignore them now. There's far too many of them to have to deal with. You guys should be in better condition now. My guys didn't get into a formation very well either. Well, let's see if you can notice the difference between these guys. These guys have a green shield. These guys have a red shield. Right way to determine the difference between them. And you'll find that even if, you know, people aren't really color-based units anymore. They're more realistically colored. So, you know, you'll find you guys based on their flags. Not based on color or anything. And those guys are running away. Doing their thing. All my guys are pretty tired. These guys are at a crazy line, which is a bit odd. And they're fleeing. Go. Just run down. I've pretty much achieved victory now, which is great for me. It's fantastic. And look, they're running again. These guys are coming in for some help, support, and whatnot. Let everyone else do what they want to do. Double the speed a bit, and we'll watch how things go. These guys actually warmed up, which I'm surprised about. These guys are exhausted. These guys are exhausted. And my generals just become exhausted. So I'll turn around. And start walking. How many of those guys are left? 29. You guys can stop. These guys really need a break. Alright. I'll end the battle now. Clear victory for me. Battle statistics. Got a lot of casualties. Inflicted a lot of casualties. And blah 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 blah. I don't care about the rest of that. And in the loading screens, they don't have quotes really. Well, they do at the bottom there, but they They also have these cool loading screens that tell you about specific units in the game. The turns in this game also take a long time. You'll find this year in history. They do this every single year, which is pretty cool. You get this scroll of information, which is quite cool. I'll scroll down that slowly. You guys can pause bit by bit and read that if you want to. I'm not going to bother. And it was cool as it gives you like a list of achievements by specific generals of certain factions. Alright. And this is telling you about the year in history thing. Which gives me like a thing about the beginning of the game. Like how the game works, why it was developed, and what's going on in it. It's quite cool.
Ready! Set sail! All ashore! Sir, onward!
They got the Triarii, the Principe, and 2 units of Pedides Extraordinarii, which is elite heavy infantry of the Italic allies. I'm guessing they're sort of like mercenaries in a way. You'll find that some places can only train certain units as well. It's quite interesting. I'll head north of this spy. There's a Roman army there. Actually has a shield, which is quite cool. OP. Cool little city here. Check. Done with my stuff there. I'll explore a bit.
Yes, master.
City of Capua. If you want to know something interesting, Capua is it had a slave gladiator training base, which was where Spartacus and his rebellion started. Which is really interesting, in my opinion. Now, I'm in massive debt right now, which means I really need to take this city, and I will. I could auto it, but I never trust the auto. Because you'll find that you'll lose units that you know otherwise wouldn't have lost. You know, just randomizes everything pretty much. Like, I could have lost like 10 elephants if I randomized that, whereas I probably won't lose any.
And look! This is
I'll ignore that. Some massive elephants here with little boxes on top. 2 guys. You can still see the legs of the guy sitting on the elephant. That's neat. Alright. These are Indian elephants, not the African elephants. Quite cool. I'll invade there, and there. Okay, set up there. My skirmishers set up here. Cavalry here, and my elephants there. And I start the battle, do a pause, scroll out here. Set them where they need to go, move these guys up. I find this a lot better to pause and let you guys move rather than just doing it one at a time. That way they all like kind of synchronize in a bit. My elephants to there. And there's some stuff going on way over here. There's some reinforcements, which I don't want them to have at all. So I'll send my general, who has a bunch of units back again, over here instead. And my guys have a phalanx just so they don't actually accidentally kill anybody. Because that's happened to me before. I have my general run from a phalanx of my own, and they all get killed. They got what looks like some cultists there. Take them out no problem. Some phalanx and some cultists. skirmishers. I'm surprised they're not running. He's fresh, which is good. Don't want them to be tired out. I'll start walking them now. And I'll keep my focus over here for a while, actually. I don't really need to worry about them. I would like my elephants to move forward a bit. These guys are just stopped. Normally they try running through the gates. Not sure why they're not, but